Good morning, Judge. We're ready when you are.
Okay, good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor. Lady Stenning, Judge.
Good morning, deputies. How y'all doing this morning?
Doing great, sir.
All right, I'm on standby here whenever you're ready.
We're ready, Your Honor.
Okay.
We are ready, Your Honor.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. All right. Good morning, everyone. Today is March 7th. All right. Good morning. It's March 7th, 2021. Here's Clayton County Magistrate Court. I'm Judge Knights presiding this morning, and we're here today for first appearance. Before we get started, each of you raise your right hand for me. All right, each of you solemnly swear or affirm any statements or testimony you will give in this first appearance matter now pending before the court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
All right, thank you. You can go ahead and place your hands down. Today's first appearance, and what I'll be doing this morning is simply going over your charge or charges that you have that you're arrested here for today. I'll let you know what your bond is. If you're entitled to a bond, I'll give you that bond amount. And I will also let you know what your next court date is, which is your preliminary hearing. And I'll let you know also if you are entitled to an attorney, and appoint an attorney to represent you based on the applications that you completed this morning. So first off, I want to let you know about your rights. I know we're here via Zoom. It's COVID-19, the pandemic here, but it's still court, and whatever you say still can be used at a later court appearance. So you have that right to remain silent. It stays with you also all the way through the duration of this matter. If it gets to trial or dismissed or whatever the outcome is, your right to remain silent remains with you. You have the right to the presumption of innocence. That means that the state has the burden at all times to prove this matter against you beyond a reasonable doubt. That's the state's burden. You don't have to do anything. The district attorney, if it's a felony, or the solicitor general, if it's a misdemeanor, has that burden at all times. You have the right to an indictment by grand jury if you're charged with a felony. Some felonies have to go in front of the grand jury. The more serious felonies have to go in front of the grand jury. That's simply a group of citizens in Clayton County. Up to 24 Clayton County residents will listen to those individuals who's charged with major felonies cases and decide if in fact this the matter should be indicted, and there'll be a true bill issued, and that means the case will go forward, or a no bill, and that means the matter has to be dismissed by the district attorney. For not as serious felonies and for all misdemeanors, you have the right to an accusation. An accusation is a charging document, and it simply is a piece of paper that will have the charge or charges listed against you, and that's how the state will proceed. We're in magistrate court today, but I'm informing you of these rights because it continues from today all the way through. You have the right to a speedy and public trial, as I mentioned, and we all know we're in a pandemic right now. There are no jury trials, but as soon as jury trials get started, you have that right to, or get started again, you have that right to a speedy and public trial, and your attorney can go ahead and file the appropriate motions and get you on the calendar as quick as possible. You have the right to see, hear, and cross-examine any witnesses that the state can call to testify against you, and that can happen as early as your next court date, which is the preliminary hearing, all the way through trial. The state can't present anyone unless they come forward and testify, and you have, through your attorney or yourself, can cross-examine them. You also have the right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf. And again, you also have the right to testify if you choose to do so, but you don't have to. And you have the right, of course, to be represented by counsel and attorney throughout this entire process. All right, so I'll get to the attorney appointments when I call you individually. For bonds, some of you, as I mentioned, will get bonds. keep in mind, again, this is magistrate court, so some of you will not get bonds, and that's not because of anything personal, it's because of what the law is. So the law doesn't allow magistrate court judges to give bonds on certain offenses, but that doesn't mean you can't get a bond ever. It just means that today you may not get a bond, but you can get your attorney to address bond at a later date. So by law, I can't give a bond to some of you, right? Just can't do it. However, I will be able to give you a bond hearing date when I also give you your preliminary hearing date. So let me just mention preliminary hearings. So a preliminary hearing is simply, or it's called also a prelim or probable cause hearing. It simply means that if you were arrested without a state warrant, that means you were arrested and the officer didn't have a warrant before arresting you. You have the right to that preliminary hearing for that, the state to get that officer to come to court and testify to show that there was probable cause or a reason for the arrest. So there has to be probable cause or a valid reason that you were arrested. If there was not, then your case has to be dismissed. That's how it goes. Sometimes when I review these warrants and there was not probable cause, I dismiss them. So it can happen as early as today, but certainly at the preliminary hearing, if there's no probable cause or a valid reason for the arrest, your charge can be dismissed. However, keep in mind though, if you bond out of jail, this prelim date that I'll give you, which is your next court date after today, it goes away. So if you bond out of jail, you don't have to come to court. You can ignore that court date if you bond out between now and the court date. For those charged with misdemeanors, that court date will be April 20th at 8:30. For those charged with felonies, it'll be April 19th at 8:30. And if you have a bond or no bond, you also have a bond hearing date of April 23rd. That doesn't mean, again, that's how long you may have to wait. Simply means that once you speak with an attorney, the attorney may be able to file a motion on your behalf or get a consent from the prosecutor. So those are the dates we have now. However, as I mentioned, for the preliminary hearing, if you bond out, it's waived. Also, if you tell me that you want to waive your preliminary hearing, I'll also allow you to waive it. If you waive it or say, I don't want it, doesn't mean that you're saying you're guilty. It simply means that you don't want to have that hearing. Also, keep in mind, once I speak with you individually, we're not here for a trial. So if you tell me, hey, it wasn't me, it's the wrong person, I don't know anything about it, there's nothing I can do today. This is not the day for that, right? It's just me informing you, but you'll get your chance to do all those things in terms of defending your case as early as from the preliminary hearing date. I want to touch briefly on bonds. For bonds, you're able to speak at a bonding company, and they will be able to tell you what their fees are and everything else. Keep in mind, I don't work for the bonding company, and I don't work for Sheriff Victor Hill, so I don't know what bonding companies are approved by the sheriff, and I don't know what the bonding company's fees are. So as far as the fee goes, it can, I do know it can be up to 15% of your bond. So once you speak with someone at a bonding company or your family member or loved one, they'll be able to tell you or them what that fee is. So after your case is over, you know, that fee on top of what your bond is may not be returned. The same with cash bonds. The cash can be returned. However, the fee that's charged will not be returned. And lastly, on bonds, I want to talk about special conditions. Some of you will have special conditions on your bond. A special condition, I'll say, don't go to a location, like don't go to 123 Main Street, or don't contact someone indirectly, directly, third party, whatever it may be, can't make contact, right? Don't contact Joe Smith. Failure to comply with these special conditions can result in new charges, and specifically aggravated stalking, for example, that's a felony, carries a penalty of 1 to 10 years. So the courts take special conditions very seriously, And sometimes those special conditions are just for the protection of both parties, right? So it's not something that's unusual, but if I give you special conditions, I'll let you know once you appear individually, and also on the bond orders that I prepared this morning, you'll get a copy of it and you have to sign off before you're released that you understand the special conditions as well. One more thing on the special conditions. If someone is the subject of the stay away order, I say don't contact Joe Smith, then Joe Smith can't post your bond for you. So if they're the subject of the special condition, they cannot post bond. And also, lastly, I'll go over the applications for court-appointed counsel. I'll look at what you filled out, and I will appoint an attorney if it's appropriate, and we'll go from there. So that's all I have, and I'll see you all individually. And deputies, we were doing the females first this morning again?
Yes, sir. We'll have them ready.
Okay. All right. I'm ready.
Good to know, guys.
Good morning, Carmen Beckham.
All right. Good morning, Mrs. Beckham. Oh, wait. I'm sorry, Deputy. Before we go, is Miss Ba, she's bonded out, right? Am I right on that?
Say that one more time, Your Honor.
Maisha Ba. He's like the third person on the long list on the top. Maisha, last name Baugha.
Yes, Your Honor. She bonded out.
Bonded out. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I have her warrantless app here. Okay. All right. Stand by here for me, Miss Beckham. Good morning to you.
Morning.
All right, Ms. Beckham, you charged with one count of battery, family violence, misdemeanor. It's a $5,000 bond, and there's a special condition that you stay away from Michelle Moss. All right, you understand the charge, the bond amount, and the special condition?
Yes.
All right, and you have the prelim date, as I mentioned, is the 20th of April. Also, I'm reviewing here your application for court-appointed counsel, and make sure here. Okay, so I will appoint an attorney to represent you. All right, you have any questions?
Yes. You said five. Is that straight 5,000 to get out today?
It's 5,000. I don't know what the bonding company may charge, but yes, and so you pay. It's a percentage of that.
Okay.
So it won't be 5,000. It'll be a percentage of it.
Okay.
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 All right. Thank you. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Good morning.
All right. Good morning.
I'm Emily Freeman.
All right, Ms. Freeman, you're charged with one count of driving on license. It's a 1,000 bond and one count of headlight violations. 500 is your bond on that offense. All right, and you have a preliminary hearing date, as I mentioned, on the 20th of April at 8:30. If you bond out, it's automatically waived. And do you have any questions on the charges, the bond amounts, and the prelim?
No, sir.
All right, and I am appointing an attorney to represent you.
Yes, sir.
All right. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Gloria Hilson?
All right. Good morning, Ms. Hilson. Just hang on for me 1 second here. Ms. Hilson, you're charged with one count of driving under the influence of alcohol. So 2,000 is your bond on that offense, and a count of driving under influence refusal. 5,000 is your bond on that offense. And failure to have your headlights on, so 500 is your bond there. Do you understand what you're charged with in the bond amounts?
Yes, sir.
All right, and your prelim is set for the 20th of April, and I'm looking at your application here for court-appointed counsel. All right, I'll approve an attorney to represent you. Do you have any questions?
Are we able to get our own lawyer if possible?
Can you say that one more time, please?
Are we able to get our own lawyer representation if possible?
Oh, yes, certainly, yeah. If you get your own lawyer, that's fine, but I'm appointing one to you today. If you don't want that lawyer, you can have your new lawyer that you hire. They'll just deal with doing their own entry of appearance and deal with it from there.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Sure, thank you. Yeah, good luck to you.
Hello, Melissa Lloyd.
All right, hey, Ms. Lloyd, good morning to you.
Good morning.
All right. Ms. Lloyd, just stand by here just for me one moment. I just want to ask the deputy one question here. Okay, I see it here. Deputy, I just wanted to confirm what I see it. Kenyatta Judge is out on bond.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, Ms. Lloyd, you're charged with 1 count of criminal trespass. It's a misdemeanor, and it's a $1,000 bond, and your first appearance is set for, I'm sorry, your prelim is set for the 20th of April at 8:30. And I'm looking here at your application for court-appointed counsel. I appointed an attorney to represent you.
Okay, thank you. I can't hear him. Can't hear.
Can't hear you, Judge.
I think his microphone turned off.
All right, Ms. Lloyd, apologize on that there. I did not put a stay away. I see that this is your son, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, is it your residence or his?
It's mine.
Okay, I didn't know ordinarily, just as FYI for you, I would put a stay away provision, but just so you know, there's no stay away because I looked, I assumed it was your property, but I wasn't 100% sure. So thanks for clearing that up and good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right.
Good morning, Your Honor. My name is Renata Morales.
All right, good morning, Ms. Morales. Hang on for me one moment here. I just need to grab your paperwork here. Hang on for me here, Ms. Morales. I think I had you out of order. All right, Deputy, can we come back to her last? I'm sorry, I just have her in a different stack. Sorry about that.
No problem, Judge.
Yeah, I have, hang on for me. Please give me one moment. I get it.
I
think I had her in a different stack here. All right, I'll have Ms. Morales. All right, Ms. Morales, thanks for your patience. All right, so 1 count of criminal trespass, and that's a misdemeanor, and it's a $2,500 bond. And stay away from Jimmy White or Jimmy Wow?
Jimmy White.
Stay away from Jimmy White and 1197 Stoneham Court in Atlanta. All right, you have any questions on the bond, special conditions, and the charge?
Can you repeat the bond for me one more time?
2,500.
All right, thank you.
All right, and as you know, the prelim date is the 20th of April. It's at 8:30. And I'm looking at your application here for court-appointed counsel. Are you employed?
I'm self-employed.
All right, what is your monthly income?
I can't even tell you. I'll probably say at least $1,000 a month.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you.
Thank you.
All right, you have any questions?
Yes, one more. I just heard from somebody that because I'm from out of state, that I would have to pay the whole bond.
Ms. Morales, I don't know how bond works with the bonding companies.
Okay.
So it may be. So once you speak with the bonding company, they'll be able to tell you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, sure. You're welcome.
Say your name.
Tamara Simmons.
Yes, hey, good morning, Ms. Simmons. Let's see here. You're charged with one count of driving while license suspended. It is a $1,500 bond, one count of obstructing an officer's $1,000, speeding in a school zone, as well as one count of improper use of a tag, dealer tag. Those two, the speeding and the improper use of a tag, they're $500 each. All right. Do you understand the charges and the bond amounts?
I don't understand the speeding into school. I think that's what you said.
School zone?
Yes.
All right, speeding 11 to 15 miles over. So the warrant reads on March 5th. So Officer Warren, Clayton County Sheriff's Office, encountered you. Said offender did drive a Ford Focus at Mount Zion and Merchants Way. The driver appeared to be traveling faster than the posted speed limit of 45 miles an hour. I placed the vehicle at 60 miles per hour for approximately 1 mile. I activated my blue lights and sirens, which turned into 701 Mount Zion Road, and accelerated through the parking lot. The vehicle came to a sudden stop where I observed said offender from the driver's seat of the vehicle to the rear seat. Said offender's driver's license is suspended for failure to appear on March 6th, 2019.
Okay, thank
So
you.
apparently the sheriff deputy, Deputy Warren, saw you and observed you driving 60 in a 45.
Okay, thank you.
All right. So you have the prelim date for the 20th of April, and looking here at your application for court-appointed counsel, I'm appointing an attorney to represent you. All right. You have any other questions?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Say your name.
Okay. Good morning, I'm Celeste Smith.
Good morning, Ms. Smith.
Yes,
Charged with one count of battery, and that is a misdemeanor. And the battery is a $5,000 bond. And stay away from Ashen Price, not to return to 8162 Huntington Drive in Jonesboro. If you're to return there, ma'am, you must contact sheriff or the police and make an appointment with them to return to that location.
that's my property.
Okay. Where does Miss Ashan Price live?
She stays somewhere in Decatur.
In Decatur?
Yes.
Well, I'll remove. Go ahead.
I don't know her correct address because
Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to remove that condition, okay?
yeah, because that's where I stay at. I pay there.
All right, Ms. Smith, I'm removing that condition, so it's no longer applies.
Okay, thank you, sir.
All right, so, but you still cannot have contact with her. That stays in place.
I don't want to have contact with her.
All right, you have a preliminary hearing date scheduled for the 20th, and I am appointing an attorney to represent you. All right, you have any questions?
No, I guess not. No.
No? Okay. All right, good luck to you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Deputy, stand by for me one moment.
Yes, sir. You can have a seat.
All right, thank you, I'm back.
Say your name.
Good morning, Sharina Kim.
Good morning, Ms. Sims. Sorry, just removing that special condition there from Ms. Smith. All right, Ms. Sims, you're charged with one count of driving while license suspended, and $1,500 is your bond, one count of no insurance, 1,000 bond, and driving with suspended registrations, 500. Ma'am, you understand the special conditions, I'm sorry, the bond amounts and the charges?
Yes, sir.
All right, and you did not complete the application for court-appointed counsel. What is your address?
I'm just moving here from South Carolina, so I still have a South Carolina address. I started a job here, so I don't have a.
Where are you staying here?
I stay at a hotel.
Are you getting mail there? Where do you get your mail?
I still get it in South Carolina.
What's that address?
207. Bentley
217?
207.
Okay.
Bentley Court, Columbia, South Carolina, 29210.
29210?
Yes.
All right, what is your phone number?
803-800-5535.
What's the area code again?
803.
All right, are you employed? Well, you said you just started.
Yes.
All right, what did they say you'll be making a month?
No, I've been there like 2 months now.
Okay, how much do you make a month?
Like 4,000.
All right, and are you married?
No.
What is your rent?
At the hotel it's like 1,700 a month.
All right, is there anyone that can help you with paying for an attorney?
Yes.
All right, have you been in the military?
No, sir.
Okay. All right, I will appoint an attorney to represent you. All right, you have any questions?
No, sir.
All right, thank you. Good luck to you.
Say your name.
Ariana.
Step back.
All right, good morning. Is this Ms. Swilly?
Yes, sir.
All right, you're charged with one count of driving while unlicensed, and there is a $1,000 bond on that offense. You have a preliminary hearing date scheduled for the 20th of April, 8:30. You understand what you're charged with in the bond amount?
Yes, sir.
All right, what is your address?
2121 Robin Street, New Orleans, Louisiana.
What's the city again, please?
New Orleans, Louisiana, 70122.
And what is your phone number?
504-345-4461.
All right, are you employed?
Yes, sir.
All right, how much do you make a month?
I make about 1,200 a month.
All right, do you pay rent or mortgage?
Yes, sir.
All right, how much is that?
The rent is 500.
All right, are you married?
No, sir.
All right, do you have any children?
No, sir.
Is there someone that can help you pay the costs for an attorney?
No, sir.
And have you been in the military?
No, sir.
All right, so I am appointing an attorney to represent you. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Okay. All right, thank you. Good luck to you.
Your Honor, did you still want to see Miss, the lady from yesterday that you continue to today?
You know what? No, because I don't have her paperwork. I didn't think she came over in the stack.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Yeah, the stack didn't come over. She could come on tomorrow. I just don't have that paperwork.
Oh,
Back
okay.
today. I didn't get it back today. I thought for some reason I thought she may have bonded out.
No, she's,
Yeah, if you can all put her, you can put her on tomorrow.
okay, we'll just have to let the clerks know. We can't put them on. We don't put them on unless, because we don't have that paperwork. So
Yeah,
be on the next.
I did the bond order for her to come on today, but I didn't see her paperwork. So,
Okay,
you know, there was nothing I could do because I didn't get her paperwork this morning.
got you. No problem, Your Honor.
Yeah, okay. Is this Ms. Wingfield?
Yes,
All right, good morning. I have one count of permitting an unlicensed driver, some misdemeanors, 500 is your bond, and one count of obstructing an officer, misdemeanor, so 1,000 is your bond. Do you understand the charges and the bond amounts?
yes,
All right, and your prelim is scheduled for the 20th of April, 8:30, and I appointed an attorney to represent you. You have any questions?
no, thank you.
All right, thank you. Good luck to you.
That's all of the females, Your Honor. Did you have any that we were missing?
That's all I have as well. Thank you. All right, Deputy, I appreciate it. Yeah, I guess the bond order was in there, but I guess she can be on tomorrow because the paperwork didn't come through today.
Yes, sir. Yes,
All
sir.
right, so yeah, we'll just have her on tomorrow. Thank you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right.
Good morning, Your Honor. Can we skip the line for to Mr. Mins Allen? You have a medical condition?
Oh, yeah, sure. Hey, Deputy Muhammad, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
What's going on with you?
All right, Mr. Mins.
All right, good morning. What's your name again? I'm sorry.
Alan Mims, M-I-M-S.
Mr. Mims.
Yes, sir.
All right. Hang on for a minute. Let me grab your paperwork here. Mr. Mims. All right, so I have you here. One count of battery, simple battery, it's a misdemeanor. So $3,500 is your bond, and special conditions: stay away from Betty Fambro, and not to return to 10360 Candlelight Road in Jonesboro. Sir, you understand the charge and the bond and the stay away conditions?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Mims, your prelim, as I mentioned, for the 19th. I'm just trying to go through your application here for court-appointed counsel. All right, sir, you didn't really check off a lot of things here. Are you employed?
No, sir.
And do you have anyone that can help with the cost of an attorney?
Yeah, I think I have someone.
All right, and were you in the military?
No.
All right, sir, I did went ahead and appointed an attorney to represent you.
Okay, thank you.
All right, All right, you're welcome. You have any questions?
When did you say my upcoming court date?
Yep, the 20th of April. That's your prelim. If you bond out of jail, it goes away automatically.
Okay. You say the bond is how much now?
3,500.
3,500, okay.
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. Good luck to you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Your Honor, we have one more.
Okay. What's his name? Let me grab his paperwork while he comes up.
Byers?
Last name?
Last name is Byers.
What's the last name?
Byers.
By oh, with the B. Okay, got you. Hang on for me, Mr. Byers.
Hey, excuse me,
Sorry. Your last name starts with a B?
right,
Yes, Your Honor.
What's the first name? I don't see him.
Antoine,
Antoine?
yeah, right.
Antoine?
Yeah, I ain't supposed to be here.
Is he on here for today?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm not supposed to be here, sir, I'm military.
Sir, go ahead and be quiet for me for a moment. Be quiet for me, sir.
All right.
You know what? Did he complete? He didn't complete an application?
No, Your Honor, he refused to do it.
All right, that's what it is here. I see him there now. All right, Mr. Byers, you're charged with one count of obstructing or hindering a law enforcement officer, so $1,000 bond.
Is that a misdemeanor?
Yes, sir, it's misdemeanor. You're only charged with misdemeanors today, sir, all of them.
Okay.
Giving a false name, date of birth, or address, 1,000. Loitering or prowling, 1,000. Possession of less than an ounce of marijuana, 1,500. Another count of obstruction, 1,000. Another count of possession of less than an ounce, 1,500. Loitering or prowling, 1,000. All right, sir, you understand what you're charged with in the bond amounts?
Yes, sir. May I request something?
Just one moment. Let me just let you know your prelim date is scheduled for the 20th of April. And go ahead with your request, sir.
Hey, I'm paramilitary and NSI independent, and I want FBI here to do a free assessment.
All right. I can't help you with that, sir.
How come you can't help me with that?
That's not my job. I can't request the FBI for you.
Can you appoint me a lawyer?
I don't have an application from you, so I don't know anything about you, sir.
You can't appoint me a lawyer, so do I even exist to you?
Hang on. He can wait. Let me just answer his question.
Basically, if I go to my preliminary hearing,
Mr. Biden, hang on for me. Let me just explain something to you very clearly, okay? Just like when I woke up this morning, I had no idea who you were until I got your paperwork. You do exist, you're a real person, but guess what? I can only work with what I have. I don't have an application from you, and everyone else completed an application, and that's how I appoint attorneys. Once you're able to get to your court date, or before that, you'll be able to get an attorney to represent you. And I'll make a note here to appoint an attorney on your behalf, okay? Is that sufficient for you?
So basically, you will appoint me an attorney.
I will appoint an attorney for you, and even though you didn't complete the paperwork, and then they'll determine at that point if they'll continue representation based on the income and everything else.
Okay, how early can I hear from that attorney?
I don't know that part, sir. I don't work with the attorneys that will be appointing, that I'm appointing to you. That's a whole different office.
Okay, thank you for appointing me an attorney, sir. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Like I said,
All right, thank you. Good luck to you, sir.
And then ask the default food and say yes, default.
How you doing, sir? Good morning.
Good, how are you?
I'm good. They had to do all type of adjustments there for you. How tall are you?
5'10".
What's your name?
Isaac Anderson.
All right, Mr. Anderson. You have one count of driving no license and one count of driving with no insurance. Each of those is a $1,000 bond. And you also, sir, have a count of possession of Schedule I controlled substance, THC pen here, possession of that. It's a $2,000 bond. You understand what you're charged with in the bond amount, sir?
Yes.
All right, so you have the prelim date scheduled for the 19th of April. I'm looking at your application here for court-appointed counsel, and I'm appointing an attorney to represent you, sir. You have any questions?
No, that'll be it.
Okay. All right, thank you. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman? You can go back.
All right, sir. Who are you?
Jeffrey Burton.
I'm sorry, say it again.
Jeffrey Burton.
Jeffrey Burton.
Sorry.
All right, Mr. Burton, you're charged with one count of speeding and one count of improper lane change. Each of those, the bond is $500. And then you're charged with one count of driving unlicensed, $1,000 bond on that offense. And I'm sorry, I didn't realize the camera was off here. I apologize on that. All right. You have a prelim date and it's scheduled for the 20th of April. And sir, I'm just looking at your application here for court-appointed counsel. Okay, is that, what's the, I can't see the number. Is that 1,600?
Yes.
All right, so I'm appointing an attorney to represent you, sir.
Okay.
You have any questions?
No, sir.
Okay. All right, thank you, sir. Good luck to you.
Mr. Cash?
All right, so what's your name?
My name's Cash Bynum, sir.
All right, Mr. Bynum. You're charged with one count of possession of marijuana. It's less than an ounce, misdemeanor, 1,500, and possession of a firearm by convicted felon, felony, 5,000. You understand the bond amounts and what you're charged with, sir?
No, it's my 5,000. So my
1,500 and 5,000.
65,000.
Yes, sir.
6,500.
6,500. All right. You have a prelim date is scheduled for the 19th of April. And I'm appointing an attorney to represent you. You have any questions?
Now you said if I bond out before that date, I go to court when?
Then you get notice in the mail for when your court date is.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you, sir. Good luck to you. Hey, Deputy, I'm sorry. Did I, we already did Isaac Anderson or no?
Isaac?
Anderson? Did we do him already?
I believe he's already bonded out, sir.
He bonded out. Okay. Isaac Anderson bonded out.
No,
Okay.
we did him first, Your Honor. We did.
We did. Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure. I'm like, why am I
Yeah.
seeing his? Okay, gotcha. We did him first. Gotcha. Okay. I got you. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Sorry, I just wanted to clarify. hang on for me one moment here. So let me put away Mr. Anderson's paperwork. What's your name? What's your name, sir?
Aaron Dale.
All right, Mr. Dale, good morning to you here. I have one count of possession of marijuana less than an ounce, misdemeanor, 1,500 bond. One count of possession of a drug-related object, misdemeanor, 500 is your bond. And then 4 counts of violation of the Georgia Controlled Substances Act. Each of those are felonies: possession of cocaine with intent to distribute, possession of heroin, and possession of Schedule 4. Each of those carry a bond of $7,000 each. You have a preliminary hearing scheduled for the 19th of April at 8:30, and I'm appointing an attorney to represent you. So you understand the bond, the charges?
No, sir.
Next court date?
No, sir.
You said no, sir. Okay. All right. So you have some other gentlemen that you're in there with this morning?
Yes, sir.
All right. So on March 6, 2021, Clayton County Police Officer Laxon received a flock alert on a stolen vehicle, 2011 Chevrolet Avalanche bearing Michigan tag EJV 4407. After locating the vehicle on Highway 314 in Southampton Road, officers conducted a felony takedown on the vehicle, which was occupied by 5 males. After a probable cause search of the vehicle, a brown bag was located in the middle seat accessible to all passengers. Inside of the brown book bag contained a clear bag of suspected cocaine, several bags, total weight 20 grams, suspected heroin, 2 small bags weighing 0.9 grams, 2 bags of suspected marijuana, 11 grams, along with 2 bottles of promethazine codeine, 1 bottle full, 16 ounce, and a second bottle, 3.8 fluid ounces, which is a Schedule 4 narcotic, and a digital scale. Aaron Dale was the backseat passenger. After reading Miranda warning to all occupants, none took ownership of the brown bag with illegal narcotics. That completes the reading of the warrant there, sir. You understand what you're charged with and the bond amounts?
Yes, sir.
All right. And you have any questions?
No, sir. No, sir.
All right, thank you. Good luck to you.
Dave?
All right, is this Tamar Davis?
Yes. Yes,
All right,
sir.
Mr. Davis. Good morning. I'm good. Charge of 1 count of driving without a valid driver's license. 1,000 is the bond. 1 count of removing or fixing license plate, and 1 count of no tag light. Each of those 2 are 500 each. Your preliminary hearing date is scheduled for the 20th of April, 8:30. And I am appointing an attorney to represent you.
Okay.
All right, sir, you have any questions?
How much would that bond be in all total?
You have 1,500 and 500, 2,000 total.
2,000. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right.
2,000.
All right. Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, this time, Mr. Gully.
Yes, sir.
All right, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Mr. Gully. All right, so you pretty much heard what reading of the warrant that I gave with Mr. Dale. All right, so you're charged with 1 count of possession of marijuana, 1,500 is the bond. 4 counts of violation of Georgia Controlled Substances Act, 7,000 each. Possession of drug-related objects, 500. Crossing the guard line, 3,000. Tampering with evidence, 3,000. and another count of violation of the Georgia Controlled Substances Act. And that would be 7,000. All right, sir, you understand the charges and the amounts on bond? Which part you don't understand, sir?
Say that again, sir.
Which part do you not understand? The bond or the charges?
That is about the bond.
The bond, okay. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 felony counts of violation of the Georgia Controlled Substances Act. And it's 7,000 each on those offenses. So that is 35,000. Then you have a marijuana, 1,500. Then you have possession of a drug-related object, that's 500. So now we're up to 37,000. And then you have 2 counts that are 3,000 each. So that is crossing the guard line and tampering with evidence. So 37 plus the 6 brings us to 42,000 is the total. Okay, so you have the prelim date, and that is scheduled for the 19th of April. And I'm appointing an attorney to represent you.
Yes,
All right, sir. So you have any other questions for me?
No, sir.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir. Good luck to you. All right, sorry, Mr. Hawthorne.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Hawthorne, so you heard everything I just read to Mr. Gully. Is that, or I'm sorry, Mr. Dale earlier when I read the warrant.
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. So you charge of 1 count of possession of less than 1 ounce of marijuana, and that is misdemeanors. 1,500 is your bond. 1 count of possession of a drug-related object, 500, and then you charge with 4 counts of violation of the Georgia Controlled Substances Act, and 7,000 on each of those offenses. You have a preliminary hearing date of the 19th of April. And looking at your application here for court-appointed counsel, sir, I'm appointing an attorney to represent you. All right, sir, you have any questions? Thank you. Good luck to you, sir.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, good morning, sir. Is this Mr. James, Khalil James?
It is.
All right, sir, you're charged with 1 count of tag violation or expired, and 1 count of improper lane change, and 1 count of improper passing on the left. So each of those 3, the bond is 500 each. Then you're charged with 1 count of no insurance, so $1,000 bond on that. Fleeing from police, also 1,000, and reckless driving, 1,500 is the bond on that offense.
The total on that, 5,000, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
5,000 is the total. And your prelim is scheduled for the 20th. They're all misdemeanors. Your prelim is scheduled for the 20th of April. And so I'm looking at your application here for court-appointed counsel. I'm appointing an attorney to represent you. All right, do you have any questions?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, go ahead.
First question is, are the funds refunded after the proceeding?
You talking about the bail? I mean, the bond?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, it should be, minus whatever fees,
Okay. Second question
minus
is,
whatever fees that will have to be paid.
is there any way I could be released on my own recognizance?
No, sir. We don't do that in Clayton County.
I think.
All right, thank you.
Hello there, Judge.
This is Mr. Harold Jordan. Is that you, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, so I want to make sure here. It seems like it's going in and out. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you on this end.
Okay. All right. So you have a felony possession of controlled substance, which is THC, and that's a $2,000 bond. And knowingly driving on suspended registrations, $500, so $2,500. And you have a preliminary hearing date and it's scheduled for the 19th of April. So I'm looking at this application here for court-appointed counsel. And I appointed an attorney to represent you.
Thank you, sir.
So probably in about very soon, I would say, that won't even be a felony anymore, Mr. Jordan. Any questions?
No, sir. No
All right,
question.
good luck to you.
Thank you, sir.
All right, you're welcome.
How you doing, y'all?
How you doing, sir? Is this Mr. Matthews?
No, this is McQuarrie, Nathan McQuarrie.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hang on for me. Mr.
No, McQuarrie.
McQuarrie?
Yeah.
All right, hang on for me, Mr. McQuarrie. I had Matthews next. Hang on, let me just grab your paperwork here. All right, Nathaniel is your first name?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, sir. So I have here driving on defective equipment and then restricted license is 2 misdemeanors. Each of those is $500 each is the bond. And possession of THC oil, $2,000 is your bond there, sir.
How much is my bond together?
$3,000 total.
All right, $3,000.
Hang on, we're not finished yet. Hang on, Mr. McCurry. So just 2 more things I need to tell you here, and then if you have any questions for me. Is your prelim is scheduled for the 19th of April, and I'm looking at your application here for court-appointed counsel. I'm appointing an attorney to represent you. All right, sir. You have any questions before?
No, sir.
All right, good luck to you. Much like I just told, I don't think that'll be a felony much longer, but good luck to you, sir.
All right.
Oh, Your Honor, I got Mr. Matthews back.
All right, who are you, sir?
Your name?
Matthews.
All right, Mr. Matthews, okay. All right, oh, you know, it was a delay. Thank you, Deputy Muhammad there. I just heard you. All right, Mr. Matthews, you are charged with driving the license not on person and open containers, 2 misdemeanors, and 1,000 is the total, is 500 each on those offenses, and you have a preliminary hearing date of the 20th of April at 8:30. And just one moment here, sir. I'm looking at your application. What is your monthly income?
About $1,200.
All right, I'm going to write that on the form here, and I will appoint an attorney to represent you.
Thanks, sir.
All right, thank you. How you doing, sir? Is this Mr. Is it?
McAdoo.
McAdoo, I'm sorry. Mr. McAdoo.
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. I'm sorry, I don't think I've ever seen that name before, sir. I'm sorry about that.
Yes, sir.
Where's your family from? What is that name?
I heard like Africa maybe, but my first cousin, his name was Bob McAdoo. He was a retired basketball player from the NBA.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool, I'm gonna have to look that up. I just want to let you know here, sir, you're charged with one count of obstructing or hindering the display of a license or tag, the display of a tag, as well as open container. Each of those is 500 each. Is the bond. Driving under the influence of alcohol, that's a $5,000 bond. Possession of marijuana less than an ounce, 1,500. Obstructing an officer, felony kind, 2,000. And battery on law enforcement officer, 1,000. All right, sir. You understand what you're charged with in the bond amounts?
Can you give me the bond amount in total?
All right, let's do it together here. We got 5,000 plus 1, that's 6, plus 1, 7, 9. 10,500 is your total. All right, 10,500 is your total bond amount. And you have a prelim set for the 20th. And again, if you bond out, the prelim goes away. You'll get notice from the court when the next court date is if you bond out before. And I am appointing an attorney to represent you.
Yes, sir.
All right, you have any questions?
No, sir.
All right, thank you. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, is this Mr. McKinney?
Yes, sir.
Mr. McKinney, good morning to you, sir. You have possession of firearm, convicted felon, 5,000 bond, driving while license suspended, 2,500. And sir, you are scheduled for prelims. It's the 19th of April, 8:30. And I'm looking at your application here. Court-appointed counsel. I will appoint an attorney to represent you, sir. All right, you have any questions?
I don't really understand my charge, possession by firearm.
All right, so I'll read the warrant here for you. So March 6, 2021, we have Lake City Police Officer Johnson encountered you. You were in possession of a Stallard 9mm firearm. When you got into a confrontation with the victim or the other, with another individual at 5731 Trammell Road, Lake City, the weapon was originally located in your waistband. Upon checking through GCIC and NCIC, it was determined that you're a convicted felon out of Tennessee. Your driver's license was revoked. You're operating a 2010 Chrysler when you were stopped leaving the location.
So they said the gun was found on my waist.
The weapon was originally located in his waistband.
They're saying I'm on me personally. Right?
Can you say that again?
They saying they found it on me personally.
That's what the warrant says.
Okay, thank you, sir.
All right.
All right.
How you doing, sir? Is this Mr. McLaughlin?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir, you're charged with one count of no tail lights or no tag light, one count of possession of drug-related object. Each of those, the bond is 500. You're also charged with possession of cocaine. Bond on that is 7,000. So you have a preliminary hearing date is scheduled for the 19th of April, and it's at 8:30. And I am appointing an attorney to represent you, sir.
Hey, what? Can you give me that total?
8,000.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, sir.
Military, military.
All right, Mr. Middleton, good morning to you, sir. All right, let's see here. Possession of marijuana less than announced, 1,500 is your bond. And possession of a drug-related objects, 500. And then, sir, you have 4 counts of violation of the Georgia Controlled Substances Act, 7,000 each on those offenses. I believe, sir, you did you hear when I read through the warrant with Mr. Dale?
Yes, sir.
All right. And you also, sir, have your preliminary hearing is scheduled for the 19th. It's at 8:30. All right. And I did appoint an attorney to represent you. You have any questions, sir?
Yes, sir. Can I get the total, all of it with the total?
Four times 7,000. That's what, 28,000 plus 2,000. You got 30,000 is your total, sir.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, is this Mr. Millender?
Yes, sir. Good morning.
All right, good morning to you, sir. All right, let's see here. You have 1 count of driving while license suspended, 1,500 bond, possession of marijuana, misdemeanor kind, 1,500, and crossing the guard line, 2,000. All right, sir.
5,000.
5,000 total. You have a preliminary hearing date is scheduled for the 19th of April, 8:30, and application for court-appointed counsel here, sir. Sir, you don't qualify for an attorney, so you can hire one or represent yourself.
All right. All right. That sounds good.
All right. Okay. All right, sir. Any questions?
No, I can post my bond today, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
How you doing today?
How you doing, sir? Is this Mr. Roosevelt?
Yes, it is. Mr. Appleton, my first name.
Appleton. Okay. They have it as Appleton Roosevelt. So it's Roosevelt Appleton.
Yes, sir.
I got you, sir. All right. So 1 count of unlawful possession of a firearm or dangerous weapons. It's 3,500 bond. Possession of marijuana less than an ounce, and driving on a suspended license. Each of those are misdemeanors with 1,500 bond each, and failure to have headlights on, 500.
Okay. And what was the total?
7,000.
7,000?
7,000. Yes, sir. All right. You have a preliminary hearing scheduled for the 19th of April and 8:30, and I am appointing an attorney to represent you.
Okay.
All right, sir. You have any questions for me?
Me being not from this state, would I be able to bail myself out, or will I have to have someone else bail me out?
You know what, sir? I don't want to answer that because I don't know the right answer.
Yeah.
I've heard it 2 ways. I've heard that you won't be able to, and I've heard that you can. I guess the bonding company, some might, some may not. I'm not sure, but once you call the bonding company, they'll let you know for certain.
Okay, and that total was 7,000?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, how you doing, sir?
Anthony Rosa, sir.
All right, Mr. Rosa, good morning to you. Yeah, let's see, you have, you heard everything with Mr. Dale when I read through the warrant?
Yes, sir, I did.
All right, so possession of marijuana less than an ounce is 1,500 is the bond there, and driving unlicensed, 1,000 is the bond. Possession of object, 500. Theft by receiving stolen property, 10,000. and violation of the Georgia Controlled Substances Act, 7,000 each, and it's 4 counts of those.
Yes, sir. So what's my total, Your Honor?
Let's do it together.
Yes, sir.
I didn't total it. Let's see, we got 7,000 times 4, we got 28,000 plus 2,000, we're up to 30, plus 10, that's 40, plus 1, we got 41,000.
I can pay with cash today. I mean, I can pay today and get out.
Yeah, you could pay your bond today.
Yes, sir.
And you also have a preliminary hearing date of the 19th of April. It's at 8:30. And let's see here. And I am appointing an attorney to represent you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, all right. All right.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you.
you. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
I'm out of here. Bye. Cash it on now. I'm out. Shit. It's like.
Ready, Your Honor. 30 Slater Sanchez.
All right, Mr. Sanchez. Good morning. I'm doing good. How you doing? All right. Hang on for me here. Let me just make sure you have possession of a drug-related objects, $500 bond, and improper lane change and giving a false name. Each of those two are 1,000 each. You got 2,500. And also, sir, 2,500 is your total.
May I ask a question, sir?
Yes, sir.
Is it a standard bond for each offense?
Well, some charges have preset bonds that we've already preset.
Mm-hmm.
But these charges here is discretionary on the judge. So you have 2,500 with me today on these 3. Another day you may get a different number. It's discretionary. So in me reviewing your criminal history, mm-hmm. as well as the facts of the warrant,
uh-huh.
I saw it fit that this would be the amount.
Okay. And it was 2,500, you said, sir?
2,500 total.
Okay.
All right. And you also, sir, have a preliminary hearing date, and it's set for the 20th. These are all misdemeanors. The 20th of April at 8:30. And see, I'm looking at your application for court-appointed counsel. I'm appointing an attorney to represent you, sir.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you. You have any other questions?
Yes, but you're not going to be able to answer them at this moment, sir.
Okay.
I mean, you just can't. But I appreciate it.
All right, no problem. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. All right. Are you Mr. Turner?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. Have 1 count of 2 fast food conditions and 1 count of improper lane change. 500 bond on each of those 2, and then 1 count of driving no license or class. 1,500 is your bond. And then finally, vehicular homicide in the 2nd degree. Sir, unfortunately, there's no bond today on that offense. All right, sir, you understand the charges and the position on bond?
Yes, sir.
All right. You have a preliminary hearing is scheduled for the 20th of April. See, 8:30, and looking at your application here for court-appointed counsel. All right, I did appoint an attorney to represent you. I'm also going to set you down for a bond hearing date for the 23rd of April. However, once you speak with your attorney, you may be able to get a bond before that date. All right. All right, you have any questions?
Sure.
Okay, all right, thank you, sir. How you doing, sir? We're saving the best for last. That's what we're doing.
As always, Islam and blessings to be upon you, Mo.
There it is, Mr. Willis. Appreciate you. Thanks for remaining in good spirits, even though I understand your situation, sir. All right, let's see. One count of no license. 1,000 is the bond, and one count of obstructing or hindering the display of a tags, 500. 1,500 is your total, sir. And if you bond out today, your preliminary hearing date of the 20th of April is waived. If not, that's your date. And sir, I'm appointing an attorney to represent you.
Your Honor, they told me that there was a warrant for a previous driving without a license that I thought I got a warning for in 2014. So if I bond out the 1,500, is that gonna pop back up and keep me inside?
You know, that's a good question. That I'm not sure. I'm guessing when the deputies run it, did they already run it and told you that, or you just?
Yes, they told me when they pulled me over, they said, you're driving without a license and you already have a driving without a license from 2014. And I said, I know nothing about that. I remember the situation and I didn't go to jail. I didn't come here or anything. The officer actually followed us back to the hotel I was staying in because I was visiting. So when they told me I have a previous warrant, I didn't know if the 1,500 is gonna get me out or the 1,500 gonna be for those two. And then they say, oh, well, we got this other warrant.
All right, so the 1,500 that I have for these two, that bonds you out on this. Now, as far as if there's a hold on you and that I don't know. So once they, if the other jurisdiction has a hold on you, then that may keep you until they transport you.
Here. It's still here. It was on Terra Boulevard.
That's what I'm saying. Do they have a hold on you for this?
They haven't told, all they told me is that I had a warrant from 2014.
Well, you have to go with what they say. I didn't run your holds. I just have your criminal, your criminal history, or it didn't show me if you had a hold or not. So I don't know. So once they run it, when you pay, this bond is paid, you'll be able to know. One of the deputies will be able to let you know.
Indeed, Your Honor.
All right. You have any other questions?
No, that'll be it, sir.
Okay. All right. Good luck to you, sir. Thank you. All right.
All right, Your Honor, this is all we got for today. Thank
All right,
you.
Deputy Muhammad, appreciate you. I'll see you on Tuesday if you're working.
Yes, sir. I am.
All right. Thank you very much again. I'll see you. All right.